Hey Tool Nuts, I'm Doug with toolnut.com. Today we're going to be unboxing the new Milwaukee M18 FUEL Brushless belt sander. So first off, as usual, like I always generally start, this right now is only being sold as a bare tool from Milwaukee, meaning you need to be part of Milwaukee's M18 line. This does not come with any batteries. It does not come with a charger. It's only going to be what I'm going to show you out of the box. I do have a battery here that I'm going to plug it into, and we're going to do some demo work. It does not come with that. Full specs, anything I'm not going to cover will be on our site at toolnut.com if I don't mention some of the stuff here. So first here, looks like we got the bag and a hose adapter. So this can be used, with the dust bag, and then if you want the best dust extraction, you can connect it to any brand extractor or vacuum that you might have. We're gonna connect it to both the bag and the new Milwaukee M18 wet dry vac also for that, to show it off and demo it here. And then obviously you're getting, look at that, the sander. So first, belt sander being offered by Milwaukee. This is in addition to the ever-growing line that they offer. There's now well over 200 tools on the Milwaukee M18 line. This can be used with any of the batteries. Belt size on this is a standard belt size. It's a 3-inch by 18-inch belt. On that, I believe it said that they're giving you an 80 grit belt. But you can use any brand, it doesn't matter, as long as it's 3-inch by 18. To change that, here, we'll start off with that. It's very simple. You open this right here, just like most other brands of belt sanders, and it slides off the end very easily. There is a directional, generally on most belts here, to follow. A trick, though, that if you don't have that, is just the direction of the seam. You can do that also. With that, and you can see on the tool here there is an arrow of the direction of the way the belt will spin once you turn the tool on, and it is 80 grit here. We do sell, Milwaukee is not selling belts at this time. We offer the Freud Diablo belts on our website, and they are merchandised on this product page at toolnut.com with a full variety of what you can get, but like I said, you can use any that you like. So right here, since we're there, it is variable speed. It's 5-speed. This goes from 700 SFM, which is surface feet per minute, to 1350 on that. Here's your trigger right here. There is a lock on this that you can lock it, so you don't have to fully engage the trigger the whole time if you want the tool to remain running. LED lights there on both sides to illuminate your work surface. This will go through it in a minute here. This is your tracking knob to center the belt. That way if you turn this on, it starts kind of traveling off or starts coming towards the center. You're going to adjust this to keep it centered, basically where it is right now. Once I turn this on, we'll go over that. Another minute, you can see here's your dust port right there. This right here, they're calling a pommel. It's adjustable, or front handle on this. You can slide that and lock it in, or if you have a clearance issue, when it flush, you can have it back to this position. So what I noticed on this, you can only have it in those two positions. Do not try to force this lock to get it in between one of those positions. You're gonna break this, all right? It does not wanna go, don't force it. So it's either fully back or fully forward there if you don't have any restrictions. Another thing, a lot of people point out when it comes to belt sanders, if you're not familiar with them already, they are a little heavier, and you want that. You want the tool basically to do it itself, or put the pressure in the material itself, so you're not putting uneven pressure in different areas of the sander to keep it flat. All right, that's the biggest thing. It's the same thing with corded sanders. They're generally going to be heavy or seem heavy to people. Again, that's so that you let the tool do the work. You'd never want to really just push down on it too much to overdo the motor on this, but this does have REDLINK Plus. It's just intelligence that ensures maximum performance and protects from overloads, heating, an over discharge of the battery on that. So we went over the belt change, the tracking, tool-free belt knob, how many RPMs. I mean, it's basically it. Everyone always wants to see this go to work, so that's what we're going to do. Again, we're going to use it with dust extraction, and we're going to use it with the dust bag. Obviously, the connected to the vacuum will give you the best. Again, I'm using a 5 amp hour M18 REDLITHIUM battery here on the tool, but you can use any of the M18 batteries on the platform. The higher the amp hour, the longer the run time on that. So we'll engage it here. You can see the LED lights go live already. I'm going to put on some safety glasses here first, and we'll first just put the dust bag on it just to show. All right, nice and easy there. Just clips in. All right, and then I'm going to pull the trigger, and we're going to see if this is tracking properly on the belt. Make sure it's not going to come off. And you can see it's kind of going to the edge a little bit, so I'm going to have to kind of do this while I'm running it just to see which way is going to get it to track properly again. So you can see it's coming back in. That's pretty good. Now you can see it's nice and centered there on the roller. Again, you just want to run it and kind of get an idea which way to turn it to get it on or off on that. If I do it again, you can see if I go that way, it's going more towards the center. Going towards the edge. That looks pretty good to me. It's not going left or right anymore, so I'm going to leave it. All right, I'm going to put it all the way up at the full setting here, and let's do some sanding. So you can see, got a good amount of stock removal here on the corner that I did. Now, because I lifted it off a little bit to do that, you do have a little bit of dust here. When I was holding it flat though, let me wipe this off. Let's just look at it again. And while I have it flat, the majority of the dust should go into the bag for you. Yeah, so again, great power on this and speed. You know, this is basically like having an 8 amp corded tool, but cordless. This will do up to 80% dust collection when using, you know, the bag and or the extractor. You can see got a good amount in there. And now, you know what? Let's connect it real quick here to the extractor. So with this adapter that they give you, you can have hoses that fit in either on the inside here, some brands will fit on, some will fit on the outside here, or the rest will fit on the inside of this outer ring here. So it's up to 3 different hose sizes for that. I believe it's 1.25 inches, 1 7/8, and 2.5, I believe. So again, just check the specs on the site for that. And we're just going to click it in right there, and we're going to connect to our Milwaukee cordless vacuum. See, I'm getting some good coverage there. A little bit of overshoot just because I came off the material, but the dust collection as a whole is darn good. So obviously a heavier belt on there, it would remove even more material, even faster. You know, again, this is an 80 grit belt. If I went down to a 60, 40, 24 grit, you're going to get some real quick, heavy stock removal. But, you know, you can get belts up to, you know, 320, 400 grit. You know, I'm sure there's other companies that might even make them even finer than that, depending on what type of work, you want to be doing with this. So again, for any of the specs that I may have missed on this, check this out now at toolnut.com.